everyone, Tina here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am working on Project Me, although today does not involve me busting my butt, cleaning my house, or decluttering. Yesterday I did not, I take it back. Yesterday I spent like 10 minutes in my closet and I did pick out a few things out of my closet that I no longer wear or I kept because I thought I was going to wear them, but I don't. So I collected like one trash bag full of clothes out of my closet. But that was literally all the decluttering I did yesterday. Yesterday I spent a lot of time relaxing. I spent time thinking. I was decluttering my mind, if we will. And I did see the movie Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them yesterday. I didn't see it the day before because Bill's mother ended up in the hospital. She is home now. She's doing better. But yeah, so we saw the movie yesterday and not the other day. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I really liked this one because it had the charm that was in the very first Harry Potter. Harry Potter's 1 through 3 I thought were really charming. But by the time you get to 4 through the end, they start to get a little darker, a little more sinister. Well, Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to spoil the movie for anyone. But all I can say is it is incredibly charming. It's very charming. It's really uplifting. It's a feel-good movie. And right about now, feel-good movies is right up my alley. It's exactly what I need. So I really enjoyed that. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend seeing Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. And then we also had dinner with friends last night who were in town from St. Louis. And so, yeah, yesterday was just a lot of fun. Excuse me. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about things that I was working on yesterday where I said I was kind of decluttering my mind. And so the title of today's video is No News is Good News. And this is going to be a very broad topic for me. Obviously, one of the first things I'm going to tell you to do is give up the news. Just cut it. And I'm not talking about becoming ignorant to what's going on in the world. I'm a teacher. I'm very opposed to, ignorance is not always bliss. You do need to have an informed public. But I am guilty of watching like CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. I'll just put one of those channels on and it'll be on for 2 or 3 hours as background noise while I'm doing things in the house. And then when I catch a story that catches my attention, I'll pause what I'm doing, turn to the TV, pay attention, and then go back to doing whatever it was I was doing in the first place. And you know what? That's not good. It's really not good, especially when you consider that 2016, ooh, cut it out. She's making noise. Especially when you consider that 2016 was just the year of horrible, horrible news. You had war, you had genocide, you had terrorism, you had the election. Oh my God, I don't care which side of the aisle you were on. The election was brutal. The election was soul-sucking. And I'm not going to use this platform to get into a Republican versus Democrat versus Hillary versus Trump. Anyone who comments those comments below, those comments will be deleted. This is not your political venting platform. But 2016 was the year of noise. Just tons and tons and tons of noise. And it wasn't good noise. It was bad. It was all bad. And I watched way too much of it. Especially because I got into the politics and I was watching the politics and I would watch all 3 news networks because I wanted to get that fair and balanced, I wanted to hear the liberal side, I wanted to hear the conservative side, I wanted to hear the middle side. Yeah, I was watching way too much of it and it got me down. It got me way, way down. So I am taking a break from news. Somehow I'm going to limit myself to the headlines. That's all I want to do. I do have the app CNN on my phone, So maybe in the morning, I'll go on, skim the headlines, and then I'm done for the day. I am done for the day. I will not be watching 24-hour news networks anymore. I need a break because it's all bad. And if you listen to those networks, it really does sound like the end of the world is at hand. You listen to those networks and you think, oh my God, murders are through the roof and crime is through the roof and this is through the roof. And then you realize, you read another thing where it says that we actually live in a time where the crime rate has never been this low. So what the news is doing is they are taking the stories that do happen and they are sensationalizing them. They're sensationalizing them to the point where you really do think the end is nigh. But it's not. We actually live in good times. Now, not everything's good, obviously, and if you're in the Middle East right now, it's a hot mess. But, I don't need to be aware of all of these facts all day long, every day, day after day. One of the things I really remember after 9/11, 9/11 is one of those days that if you were alive and you were of a certain age to remember that day, it's frozen in your brain forever. And one of the things that the psychiatrist on TV and psychologist on TV came out and said was, turn off the news. Just shut it down. It happened a week ago, but everyone's still watching the news 24/7, and on the news they're still showing those buildings falling down every few minutes. Turn it off. It's not good for you, it's not good for your children, and it's keeping the event fresh. You need to turn off the news. And I think that's true even today. And I'm just everything. We need to turn off the news. So allot yourself 5 to 10 minutes every day. This is my window to find out what's going on. And I will read 1 or 2 news stories. And once my 10-minute window for news consumption is over, I'm done. And I don't get another 10 minutes of news until tomorrow. All right? I think that will go far in helping to give a lot of people balance. Because in the comments of the very first Project Me video I put up, several people actually did comment that they're so worried for the future, that they're terrified for the future and the politics. Our life is not coming to an end when the new president is sworn into office. In a lot of ways, the things that happen in Washington, they don't really affect our day-to-day life. It's about our family. It's about our community. It's about our neighborhood. This is life. This is our day-to-day existence. Somehow we have to stop worrying about this big picture that we kind of have no control over anyway and focus in on our immediate surroundings. What can we change in our own home? What can we change in our daily existence? What can we change at work to make work a little less stressful? We need to let go of this big picture and zoom in on our life, our existence. How are we going to bring less stress to that? So that's one of the things I've decided to do for me, for Project Me, is I'm giving up the news. And now that's actually not going to be easy for me because you're looking at someone who watched multiple hours of news a day. I'm a historian. I'm a bit of a news junkie. But I am aware of the fact that the news is bringing me down. I am aware of the fact that I go to bed at night and I think about these things, and they're keeping me awake at night. So yes, I gotta let go of some of that. Another thing I've done, and this I did actually like 2 days after the election was over. I went through my Twitter feed and I unfollowed AP, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, the local newspapers. I mean, if it was a news organization of any kind, I unfollowed it in my Twitter feed. I did the same thing for Facebook. Okay, I have a hair on my eye. I did the same thing for Facebook. I did the same thing for a couple other social media sites I'm on. I had to just kind of let it go, because even though the election was over, the complaining had just begun. So I can't handle that much negativity in my life. I really, really cannot handle that much negativity. So I unfollowed everything news related, and I unfollowed some friends on these social media sites who were the ones who would repost everything, that would keep it going. I didn't unfriend them, but I unfollowed their feed, because it's just like, I don't need this constant barrage of anger and hostility. So if you've got friends on social media who are bringing you down, unfollow their feed. You don't have to unfriend them or block them or anything like that, but just unfollow their feed. So this way you only see their ranting posts once in a while versus constantly, every day, all day. So yeah, that's tip number 2. Another thing I did was, since I canceled all of those things, I was like, okay, what do I want in my feed instead? And I followed about 20 sites that are all about kittens and puppies. I really did. If you look at my Instagram feed, if you look at my Twitter feed, if you look at my Facebook feed, you are going to see adorable kittens, adorable puppies, adorable bunny rabbits. You're going to see cute, 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 cute. I also followed a couple of people who have like those inspirational feeds. I don't want to follow tons of those, because I'll be honest, when you get too many inspirational quotes in your feed, it becomes annoying. But, one a day. Give me one cute picture a day with a funny meme or a funny quote or something to make you go, yeah, that's right. So a little bit's good. Another thing I did on my cell phone is I disabled all push notifications. I hate those little red numbers that pop up on my Apple phone, my iPhone rather, because when you see your phone, it creates this sense of urgency. Oh, I have 3 notifications on Facebook. I better log into Facebook right now and see what's up. Or, you'll get the notifications. I mean, your iPhone wants to notify you for everything. I mean, even the most trivial thing, your iPhone is dying to send you notifications. I disabled notifications for everything. If 10 people commented on something I posted on Facebook, does it make a difference if I read those comments at 12 o'clock noon when I'm very busy doing things, or if I read those comments at 5 p.m. when I sit down to relax? No, it doesn't make a difference. If there's anything urgent, someone will text message me. If there's anything urgent, someone's going to call me. But it's Facebook. Why does Facebook have to cause a sense of urgency in me? Why does Twitter have to make me go, oh, I gotta look at Twitter right now. I have 4 notifications. Stop it. Turn off all push notifications. Eliminate those stupid little numbers on the screen of your phone and read it when you feel like it. Read it when you have time. So yes, that's my next tip for this one. And then also when it comes to the no news is good news, if something truly big does happen, let's say that I read my news from 8 a.m. to 8:10, but then at 2 p.m. an earthquake hits California. Trust me, I'm still going to find out. It's not like, oh, well, I'm not watching TV, so I'm not going to find out until 8 o'clock the next morning that California got hit with an earthquake. I'm going to see it in my friends' feeds. It's going to come up. When, God bless her, when Carrie Fisher passed and when Debbie Reynolds soon followed, I found out about it, almost instantaneously. I really did, because right away, all of my friends were tweeting or were Facebooking, RIP or oh my God, I can't believe this happened. So, you're still going to hear about the big things that happen. It's not like you're going to go through your day going, I don't know anything. You will. You will still know. So, that is what I have going on for today. That's today's video. No news is good news. Start to eliminate your interaction with social media to a degree. And I mean, I love social media. I do. But it's become too all-encompassing in my life. It really has. If you're checking your Facebook feed twice an hour, that's too much. If you're logging into Twitter, 20 times a day, that's too much. There's not that much happening. It really isn't that big. Do you have to see everyone's photographs of what they had for lunch today? Is that urgent? Is that something that has to be seen right now? Or can those things wait until it's the right time of the day, when you have time to sit down and look through everyone's postings and look through everyone's photos and really enjoy those things? So that is my message for Project Me today. This is things that I will be implementing in my life, especially when I go back to work. Because I will be honest, in the morning before school starts, I do check Facebook. At lunch, I check Facebook. Right after school, I check Facebook. During my prep time, I check Facebook. And even if you tell yourself, I'm just going to check it, well, let's be honest. When you check Facebook or you check Twitter or you check Instagram, you're going to be on it for 5 minutes. Nobody pulls it up, goes, oh, okay, and shuts it down. You've got to scroll through, you read a few things, you respond to something, and now that may not seem like a big deal, but I lose 5 minutes in the morning, I lose 5 minutes at lunchtime, I lose 5 minutes on my prep time. That's 15 minutes that could be spent doing schoolwork, which is going to help me on the bigger part of Project Me to not bring work home on the weekends. If I spend that 15 minutes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, working on things that need to be done, that's over an hour of added work time to my school day, which will then eliminate work that comes home on the weekend. And it also eliminates the distraction, because once you go on Facebook, you kind of forget what you were in the middle of. You become distracted and you lose your focus. So, yes, put the phone down. Put the social media down. Stay focused on what you need to do and save that stuff for the right time. So, at least that's my message. And please don't think I'm preaching at you guys. I'm sharing with you my strategies for me. This is where I'm going. So I don't want anyone to think, because again, I'm not a lifestyle guru. I don't have all the answers. I am sorry about that. Once again, my camera shut off on me. My camera shuts off automatically at 20 minutes. It drives me crazy, because in my head it doesn't feel like I've been talking for 20 minutes, but apparently I rambled that long. But as I was saying, please don't think I'm preaching at you. I'm definitely not preaching at you. I'm not preaching at anyone. I'm simply telling you or sharing with you things that I'm going to do for myself. I know what was going on in the past wasn't working, and I know something needs to change, and these are changes that I'm willing to do in my own life. And maybe it makes things better, maybe nothing comes of it. But I do want to try these. I have this little list of things here that hopefully will make things better. Hopefully by doing these little steps, I will eliminate the distractions. I will keep my focus. I will definitely alleviate stress and negativity. So I've got nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose by making some changes. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. I hope you've enjoyed this little chat. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me in the future, click the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you later.